Welcome back to Sports Federation TV. My name is Alton Davids. I'm your host. This is the show where we talk about a range of different codes of sport brought to you by the Western Cape Provincial Sport Confederation. We chatted athletics, we chatted fly fishing, we chatted Boerland rugby, we chatted disabled swimming, and now we're moving to Boog. Mr. Boog, how are you, Luther? You well?
Mr. Archery, well, thank you, Alton.
Good, good. Phillip, alles reg met jou?
Alton, excellent, thank you very much.
Good, good.
Yeah,
Luther, you're the chairman of Cape Town Archery. Tell us a bit about archery. What's the status of Cape Town Archery as we see it right now?
Alton, as we see it right now, I mean, growing by the day, definitely numbers, kids getting more involved, growing with the sport, joining the adults on the line, which Phillip will tell you about a bit more now, going places, worlds coming to SA, SA going to worlds. So definitely, I mean, it's good for the sport, where in the past people thought, hey, what's archery? Nowadays, getting to know it, clubs are jumping up left, right and centre.
Nice.
Overnight, the Oaks opening up indoors, outdoors, field, the ABO, the 3D guys.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Am I going too far?
You're chucking all kinds of acronyms. Explain them so we understand what's the difference between the indoor, outdoor, ABO, 3D. What is all these things?
Alton, primarily, we kickstart the sport with what we call NASP. It's National Archery in the Schools program. It's a program started not so long ago, 2009 to be exact, in the Western Cape, where we're getting the kids involved and teaching them various things, discipline, some maths and all that, by means of using the bow and going with it. Now, NASP itself, it's from grade 4 to 12. That's how they participate. Nice way. Why? Because it's cost effective. One bow, one set of arrows for the whole period of time. Once they're done with that, now the decision making starts. They need to decide whether they want to do indoor primarily, shooting a spot, whether they want to go outdoor, doing a longer distance up to 90 meters. And as you just heard now, I mean, it doesn't stop there, because you can choose to do the field, which Phillip will tell us now about, and then obviously the 3D side. It's more primarily for the hunter, but that's where you're shooting 3D animals outside in the open air, walking certain routes, and bringing out the hunter in you. So yeah, it's fun and games throughout, covering all aspects of archery as such, but also making it available and enjoyable for everything, no matter how young or old you are.
Luther, Phillip, for how long have you been involved in archery?
It's around about 5 years, a little bit over 5 years. But yes, once again, it started basically with the interest that I had in those days in the hunting part, but then very soon I became competitive because it was so interesting. And there's such a diverse field in the sense of archery, what you can actually do. The indoor side, where there's a lot of mental preparations and activities going on there. And then the outdoor side, where they're outside in the field, in the open. So there's different aspects to the game. And then of course the 3D side, where you shoot at these little 3D animal shaped animals. Awesome.
Phillip, what is your highest accolade as an archer?
I participated in the World Championships in Romania. In 2017 I became world champ.
Oh wow.
With a Bow Hunter Unlimited. Yeah.
What's a Bow Hunter Unlimited? Is that a class?
Bow Hunter Unlimited is a class where you're basically limited on the stabilization on your bow that you're allowed to, and you must shoot with certain pins. You can't adjust your sight once the competition starts and things like that. But yeah, that was awesome, by the way.
What was that like, going over and representing your country?
That was awesome. It's always a very special, but the thing is, still at the end of the day, it's the friends that you meet. It is the whole atmosphere, and it's that mental part that you have to keep focused all the time, you know, that kind of thing. And you make lifelong friends with this kind of thing.
Definitely.
So that is it, yeah. And then of course next year, not next year now, it is New Zealand.
Where would I find out where my closest club is? Is there a website? How do people know more about the Luther?
Alton, there's two ways of doing it. Obviously, they can visit Cape Town Archery Federation. We are live on Facebook. They can visit the province, WCAF, which is the Western Cape Archery Federation, and all the clubs in the Western Cape, not only Cape Town as such, out to the Eden district and all that. They can meet the contact details, get it online, contact the people, and 90% of them are open for the public. It's a question of phoning in, telling, listen here guys, I want to come try it out, get an introduction class and make it happen.
You spoke about the other districts. How successful is the Western Cape archery compared to national? Our athletes, how do we compare? I mean, we've got the world champ here as one example.
I need to choose my words carefully now. Alton, to give you an example, I mean, obviously I represent the club today as well. So we started out as the newbies 6 years ago. I'm pleased to say that in the northern suburbs we're the biggest and strongest club in the Western Cape, and I need to include nationally as well, as you just rightfully said. Besides Phillip sitting next to me, we've got the world #1 female as well, who's leaving over to New Zealand with him. Kids, the NASP side, out of the top 20, about 16 of them comes from local clubs in Cape Town. So we're definitely competing, and we're a region or a district to be reckoned with when we go to nationals.
In terms of that, I mean, Phillip is, no disrespect to Phillip, is not that young. Is it based on age, or how do you get ranked? How's your competition? Is it under 16? Okay, let's exclude the NASP. Let's talk seniors. Is it based in terms of what's the ranking system? Let's ask the question.
If we talk about archery in general, let's take the NASP out of the equation. Archery in general, we've got what we call the Cubs, which is all the under 13s. So they grouped under 9, under 11, under 13, and from there we go further. And then there's different classifications. So you can shoot a 13 to 15 year, you can shoot 16 to 17, then you get to under 21s, and then unfortunately from under 21 you're seen as an adult. So then we go up, right up until 50 years of age. So then they cluster all them together. From there, we've got some new inclusions divisions now recently where they've changed some of the ages. So instead of the old bullies starting at 55, it's now 50 years of age. But then they go to 65 and they're now called seniors. And then you get your masters.
So it's an age category predominant.
So, yes.
Then my other question is, how big is do you have a disabled component within your Koker sport?
Definitely. I mean, with us, it's a question of the more we are, the merrier. And whether you are wheelchair-based, whether you are, like we've got the one-legged bandit, you yourself met Hoppy previously, guys on crutches, we make it available for them and assist them on the range. If it's rough terrain and we need to walk 90 meters to fetch arrows, we'll assist by means of sit still, we'll bring it to you. Nice. Indoors, they hop with us, whether it is on the wheelchair, wheel forward, come back, and we try to assist the guys as far as possible. But yes, it's not a question of you need special powers or special stamina to come to archery. It's literally, no matter how old or young you are, anyone can do it.
Luther, Phillip, thank you for your time.
Yes, thank you.
Keep on the good work, and come back with some medals in the nationals, and with NASP happening in April. We know there's a tournament happening here, nationals.
At Mystico.
Mystico. Let's bring some of those on here and let's showcase some of them. Thank you.
Definitely. Thanks, Alton.
That's the end of our show. It's been a fun, jam-packed show. We chatted a range of different codes of sport. Catch us every Friday night at 9 p.m., Saturday mornings at 8 p.m., and a range of repeats within the week. Each segment will also appear on our Facebook page, Sports Federation TV. Catch it every week. See you next week, same time. Cheers.